Right guys, welcome back to another video on my Skoda Fabia VRS. Now, in this video, we're going to be installing an N75 valve mod. Quite a popular modification. Basically, the purpose of this is to do away with your standard vacuum box, which has a lot of unnecessary things on it, like vacuum lines which are not necessary, that goes to specific things. I'll show you what they are, that are just simply not needed. Plus, I have heard that these original vacuum boxes can be a bit temperamental and a bit problematic, so yeah, again, this is another reason why you might want to just get rid of it in favour of the N75 valve, because if something goes wrong with your N75 valve, they're cheaper to replace and all that good stuff. And I think, obviously I did this on my Seat Ibiza many years ago, and I think, if I remember correctly, I think it made it sound better. Don't know why. I'm just guessing at this point because I can't actually remember. It was like 3 years ago. But yeah, it's a very good mod. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do in this video. It's very, very easy. We're obviously going to install the valve. I'll show you all the vacuum lines that you don't need, and I'm going to try and replace the vacuum lines with nice blue ones. I've got a spare in the shed. So this makes for a good video. Anyway, if you do like this video and it was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, because I've got plenty more content coming on this Fabia, plus more. Anyway, with that being said, let's get started. Here is the N75 valve. Now, there's a part number. I actually got this from a scrapyard. It was off an Audi of some sort. I can't remember which one it was, but it was a 1.9 TDI, so I got it straight off that. I got the plug with it too. Now, I'm just kind of pinning it in like this at the moment, just to make sure it works first. Then once I've confirmed I've wired it up properly, I'm just going to cut the wires and maybe solder it or connect it up in some way. So I've just put it like this for now. The pins you want to use is 3 and 5. Pins 3 and 5. So I know it looks terrible at the moment, but it's just to make sure that this works properly first and it's done correctly. And then as I said, I can just wire it up. Anyway, so that's the plug that came with it. So let's get started. Right, before we actually remove this stupid box here, just look at all the pipes you don't need. Like, it goes to this vacuum box, which is absolutely nothing. I just found a pipe here. I don't know where it goes. No idea where that goes. And you got another one here. Obviously, you need that one. That goes to your little kind of thing there. I can't remember the technical term for it because I'm kind of can't concentrate. Then also you got one down there which goes to your turbo actuator, and there's just some other ones here. I don't know where they go, but I know for a fact you don't need them. Anyway, before we actually crack on, I'm going to put a diagram on screen right now so that you know yourself, and for peace of mind that you guys know how to do this correctly and where all the pipes go. Because you've got 3 ports in here. You've got 2 vacuum pipes, 2 bits there and one there. Was it a vacuum in and out, and I've no idea what that's for, but anyway, as I said, I'll put a diagram on the screen anyway because I need to get this done anyway, so let's crack on. Right, so this is one thing we definitely don't need anymore, so I'm just going to move this and put it straight in the bin. Right, now that's mounted to the car, this, which is vacuum, that goes to your little kind of brake bit here. It goes to there, sorry. So that goes to there, that goes to there, and then your turbo actuator goes to this little one here. Now, you've still got one here. Now, I do believe this is just a vent. This goes to your airbox if you have one, but also, let's be honest, right, most of these cars don't have a airbox, but yeah, so that can just be really vent to atmosphere, really. So anyway, let's get some nice blue silicone hoses and get this pumped up. But the question is, right, where the hell did I put the blue silicone hose? I bought quite a lot, actually. I mean, this is my crap, pile of it. I mean, this is just assorted stuff to just make things work. Oh wait, is that there, actually? Hold on. I need to sort this place out, big time. Get out! That should be enough. Hopefully. Right, that's the pipe off the turbo. Yeah, disgusting. Ugh. Right, that's all plumbed in, and don't worry, guys. I'll be well, the fitment here is actually really tight, so there's no need to install a clip or anything at all. But I might put one on the turbo bit down at the bottom because I felt a little bit loose-ish going on. I know it sounds silly, but yeah. So I'll put a wee clip on that or something like that, just make sure it's sealed properly, but all this is absolutely perfect. So, right, time to start her up. Oh, right, oh, fingers crossed. As I said, I've done this before, so hopefully I've done it right. But anyway, only time will tell. And the battery's dead, so I'll need a jumper. Right, it's finally running. Oh, you got engine management light. Right guys, it's actually a new day, but I can confirm it is pins 3 and 5 that you need to use for this N75 valve. Now, the only problem we have left is we have an engine management light. Now that is purely because we don't have the vacuum box here anymore, and the car's now freaking out because it's like, obviously it knows the EGR is not here now, because obviously the vacuum line that goes to the original EGR goes to that vacuum box. So my plan is, I'm going to, obviously pins 3 and 5, the wiring for those, I'm going to basically cut them halfway, then obviously hardwire that to the N75 valve, and then basically, well, for MOT purposes, I can just plug the vacuum box back in, and then that'll get rid of the engine management light. So that's the plan anyway. So let's go and hardwire the sensor in, plug in the vacuum box to see if that engine management light goes off. I reckon it should work, because obviously the only wires we're taking out the plug here is obviously, well, for the N75 valve. So then plugging this back into the vacuum box should, in theory, trick the ECU into thinking the EGR valve is still there and the vacuum box is still there, but we're just using this. So anyway, let's do that and see how we go on. Right guys, so this is how it's looking. So obviously I've stripped the loom right back. This is go to the vacuum box for like MOT purposes. Obviously just put the engine management light out, or that's the theory anyway. And then these can go to the N75 valve. And don't worry, I've got like all the nice tape to make this all look fancy again. I'm not going to leave the wires hung like this. We get this all looking nice and tidy, and it's going to look dope. And there we have it guys, that is it installed. That's the one for the other vacuum box to get rid of the EGR light. And there's also the wiring going to the N75 valve. Now, yeah, I wish I had the necessary resources like the Tesla tape I was telling you about. So unfortunately I had to use like, obviously, like spare bits of like loom protection in the shed that I had just to do this. And I mean, but it still looks quite OEM. I mean, it looks like it was, do you know what I'm trying to say guys? But anyway, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug in the vacuum box, and then we'll see if the engine management light goes out as I predicted. Right, that's the vacuum box plugged in. Fingers crossed. Damn you! Damn you! Right guys, a wee bit of bonus footage. So I just quickly whipped off the cam cover just to inspect the cam lobes and the hydraulic lifters, just because these are common for wearing out. And not only was there more silicone on this than in Ann Summers, there is one lobe that's quite bad. The rest are absolutely fine, but check this one out. Like, you can kind of see how the side of the lobe, rather than be just like straight, it's like flared out because there's so much wear on the highest point of the lobe. I doubt very much you're going to see guys, but I'll try and zoom in. Focus, 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 focus. Ah well, that's worth a try. Anyway, so there must be like another issue going on there. I don't know why the engine management light is there. It's only been there since obviously, well, the battery died and I started messing about with all this, so I have absolutely no idea what that is guys. To be fair, maybe it's just because it's potentially something to do with the EGR, because on my Seat Ibiza, when I did the N75 valve mod, the exact same thing happened. I had an engine management light that just wouldn't go away purely because of the EGR is not there and all that nonsense. But anyway, this video is still a success. Everything you've seen in the video is done correctly. It's pins 3 and 5 you need to tap into, which I've shown you. Anyway guys, please give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful in any way whatsoever, and consider subscribing if you're new too, because I've got plenty more content coming on this car. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.